Good connection. Okay. How's it going, Bowden? Bowden Laurent. Ba, 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 ba.
That's weird.
What's that?
This one part of the thing just won't get wet or something.
Don't get wet.
There's some kind of stain in the cover, and it's like rejecting any kind of liquid.
It's hydrophobic.
So I'm trying
That's
trying to
it's a big boy word.
trying to give it a little bit more than the other parts. I don't think it's gonna matter. I think there's probably some residual oil on my topper, and it probably got in there and made a little mark, but that's okay.
That's fine.
We're just gonna put a little tree right there. We're gonna cover that with a little tree.
Little tree, little happy little tree.
Just a wonderful, beautiful little tree. All right. Table that for a second.
Yeah, no, we just started up the YouTube stream. Figured like halfway through.
Coffee.
Yeah, we felt like it'd probably be useful to have on YouTube as well. I can guarantee you no one's watching. 5 whole people are watching. Yeah.
Damn, I mean that's better than I expected. So,
No, you're just super entertaining.
now, well, I guess there's more people tuned in now. Well, so just to recap what I'm doing here, this is a Rebel Marine helmet from Rogue One from the last kind of like assault scene. The Scare Marine helmet.
Marine, yeah.
Yeah, this is the little, you typically see it with this thing on top. It goes on the helmet. I don't want to put it on there right now because this is all wet, but I've kind of decked this out already. It's got the little death sticks, little sabak card I threw on there, death stick carrying case. But this is already pretty much done. I'm not really working on this. Want to get this looking old like that does.
Looks like
so
shit.
Yeah, that's what I am doing. And currently I am putting coffee onto the brown cover to make it a little bit more brown, a little bit more aged, and then probably throw on some of these weathering powders to make it look dirty. So we're just bored mostly, and now we're here. So yeah, welcome. This is what I do in my spare time when I'm not working on Airsoft or doing Airsoft stuff. I do Star Wars stuff, but I don't really make any content about this. I don't know why. Just don't. So this is basically all covered, and I'm pretty sure it's soaked into the bottom.
Well, that's good.
Oh wait, there's a little area missing here. Yeah, pretty much came around. I hope this cover's only being held on by tape right now because didn't know how permanently I wanted to affix this yet. I really hope the frickin' like liquid doesn't cause everything to unstick and just come undone while I'm doing this, but it seems to be fairly dry back here. It's not terrible. What's happening?
You're just really, really. Oh, my mic is low. Hold on. You're just so unbelievably focused right now.
Dude, this is a lot of focus, man.
Yeah, dude, I can tell. You're getting in there, brother. You're really getting in there.
Serious cosplay business, dude.
Dude,
I don't want some fucking dude to look at my helmet and be like, it's not like fully weathered all the way around. You should really go back and like do this section. Like, no, shut up, do what I
Is that
want.
is that what Star Wars 501st cosplayers sound like?
Yeah, pretty. It's basically any cosplayer sounds like in my
Just
mind when
unbelievably nasally.
they come and judge your costume. They're like, well, actually, the stormtroopers didn't all have weathered armor. Some of it was white. Some of them were weathered. That's why they had sandtroopers. So yeah.
It's like a mixture of SoCal and nasally Western New York. I like it.
I think I'm just gonna go back and get in here again, darken this area up more.
We need to get some body paint streams because that's how you get all the viewers on Twitch.
Oh yeah, dude.
Except I'll be the one doing the body. No, it'll be Dan doing the body painting. Nothing says
Sounds like
sexy
something you guys would do.
Oh yeah, you should see what we do in our free time.
I mean,
It's
I've seen
horrendous.
it. It's interesting to say the least.
What the fuck is this? Dan, listen, it is a well, read the title, you moron.
Dan, don't try to lie to us and act like you don't know what cosplay is and you don't look at little cosplay girls on the internet. We all know you do.
Oh Jesus. Oh God, it's my gun. Oh God, fuck. And in comes a giant fish. Fucking stay there, Christ. Oh, what the fuck is this? Dan, you know exactly what this is. Don't even lie to us, Dan.
Don't tell me you don't follow like Scuba Staff and Sparkle Stash on Instagram.
Yeah, you gotta fucking follow. Oh God, what's the name of the dude on Twitch who plays League? You know who I'm talking about? The one who makes
Oh,
a very
Sneaky?
yeah, Sneaky. Gotta go.
Yeah, don't act like you don't follow Sneaky, Dan. We know when you're sitting in your cab late at night, you have dreams of Sneaky dressed as a League of Legends pizza delivery girl.
He's got a really high skirt on, just showing off the butt cheeks.
Yeah. Sitting in bed with his girlfriend thinking about getting in between them. We know. We know. All right.
It's looking pretty sick already. Well, Stanley Wood, I'm sure that she appreciates it.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I can't see the comments right now, but Ian's being a, big dick Chad telling me what everyone's saying, so.
Title says Star Wars, so Alphonse should be showing up anytime now.
I don't know how much he likes Rebel stuff. I know he's a big Stormtrooper fan like I am.
I think he's just a prequel fan.
Yeah, oh. Well, I think that's his generation. I think like I didn't grow up with prequels until later, so I was big original trilogy fan.
Yeah.
But I'm sure prequels came out like when he was that age, it would have been really popular. And,
To this day,
people
he
went with
hates
it.
sand because it's coarse.
I
There's one thing that Alphonse loves. It's pod racing.
mean, dude, I don't care what people say about the prequels, like, but fucking pod racing, dog, that's just lit.
Shit's gangster.
I'm all down with the pod racing. I played the crap out of Star Wars Pod Racer on N64.
It's before my time.
That was my jams, dude. There was definitely a hot minute where I was still playing it on PC, just like with an emulator. I was like, dude, this game should never die, and then it did, and then everyone made fun of it for being bad, and I was like, why? Why did they do this? My boy! Look what they did to my boy. How they massacred my boy.
Look at how they massacred my boy. Dude, I would be more than willing to do some like N64, like fucking Mario Kart, and just stream the shit
Yeah.
out of that. Oh hell yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Or
I
oh
I
god, Mario
got
Kart
my
Double
N64
Dash.
recently, but we could get an emulation going and probably figure out how to do multiplayer and stuff.
Oh yeah, no, that'd be super simple. It'd probably be over Hamachi or something like that. But we could get some Double Dash
Yeah.
going.
Ooh.
That's some Animal
Get
Crossing.
some
Ooh, dog,
get
we could play some original Animal Crossing in this.
we could play OG Animal Crossing, we could play 007 GoldenEye, classic Perfect Dark, classic NBA Hang Time, classic.
Or we could play GoldenEye Source.
Yeah, we could play GoldenEye Source, but it's not the same, dude. You don't get the horrible graphics and
Oh yeah, just the
the
hideous
horrible
graphics.
aiming.
Well, what do I have to break out a GameCube or whoa, fucking yeah, GameCube? No, was that in 64?
What?
GoldenEye? That was in 64, wasn't
GoldenEye
it?
64.
Yeah, so we all have to
They
get
made they made a remake, I think, on a GameCube later on,
we got to
but
get
it wasn't the
those
same
N64
really.
controllers and plug them into our PCs. Oh god, that'd be horrendous.
Yeah. I'm sure they make like the N64 to USB plug.
Oh, for sure. Dude,
Yeah.
I
If
gotta get
not,
me
make it.
I gotta get me a Resident Evil 4 chainsaw controller to play me some play some GoldenEye with. Oh, dude, that chainsaw controller sells for so much now.
I think I do remember that thing.
I think
God,
I had it when it came out. Evil
I
4
hate coffee smell.
chainsaw controller. Oh god, it's so stupid. Oh, I love it so much though. How much does that cost on Amazon? Let's find out. $200.
Yeah, man. So that's a vintage item.
Resident Evil 4 chainsaw controller.
The highly coveted chainsaw controller.
The highly coveted. Listen, if you're not speedrunning Dark Souls with Resident Evil chainsaw controller, then what are you doing?
That's right. If I turn this on, is it going to screw up all my shit?
Where are you gonna turn
Let's
into
see.
a ghost?
Saw Empire and Return of the Jedi in theaters feel so old now. Yeah,
Old.
pretty
Old.
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 I don't think I ever got to see any of the movies in theaters. No. I would say no. Joke.
Well, Empire or
Trying to think, when
What was
was
it?
Return of the Jedi?
I was gonna say what that was like 84.
Yeah, it was still before my time. I wasn't born until 89,
A New Hope came out what 77, 78.
77.
When did the first Indiana Jones come out?
76, I think, or something.
1981.
They were based. Oh, 81? Okay.
Yeah.
I know that they were like basically. They basically came out really close in time to each other. But yeah.
Well, no, I think that George Lucas
Empire-
funded he funded Raiders of the Lost Ark with oh god. He funded it with no, it was dual funded between Steven Spielberg and George Lucas using A New Hope
Yeah,
money.
well, they like
and
sort
Jaws
of
money.
worked on it together, but
Yeah.
not really.
Well, the crazy thing is it earned like $390 million in 1981, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
God, that movie was so good.
Damn, I almost want to just get a freaking blow dryer here and be like, but it'll be really loud and obnoxious. Let's see. Ooh, it's looking good. I don't know how dark I should make it. It's hard to tell what it's gonna look like when it dries. I feel like all this stuff is like it's always little by little. And I
Yeah.
feel like I should throw some coffee onto these little strappies. I don't know.
Oh Jesus.
Probably
Avengers
should.
Endgame, Avatar, Titanic, Star Wars: The Force Awakens. God, all of the movies in the top 10 are just. I mean, Titanic.
Top 10 of what?
Highest grossing films ever. Endgame was alright. Titanic was fine. Force Awakens was pretty good.
Force Awakens? Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I really, really liked it because of the like nostalgia to the first movie.
Yeah.
Empire was 1980. Okay, so Empire Strikes
Sure,
Back
sure.
money and Jaws money went to Indiana Jones. Although I'm assuming that with the money that George Lucas had brought in and Steven Spielberg brought in, they would have gotten funded anyway.
Yeah. I don't know if they were
Ooh,
really high budget. Well, I guess they had some
Indiana Jones was
high
like
budget
18 million
stuff
dollars
for
or
that
something like
time.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
gonna go get me
It's a
some
lot of
sody
money at
pops.
that time. Sody pops, dude. Gotta. You gotta have the sody pops. Got. Okay. Let's. One of these straps done. I gotta get to the other side, so turn this thing around. Ooh,
I painted my entire deck today. What is your helmet made out of,
nice.
Les?
Um, this is a Repro M1, so it's steel pot, and plastic liner. So I think real M1 helmets have some kind of fiberglass liner from what I've seen. But
Fiberglass and leather.
yeah, those are really hard to get. And when you do find them, there's like websites that just sell original M1 helmets. They're freaking expensive.
I
So
mean,
I
yeah,
wasn't trying to,
considering it's
yeah,
70 years old or 75 years old at this
yeah,
point.
they're basically like, collectible antiques. So
That's the kind of shit that you're not gonna fuck up.
yeah, you kind of feel like, maybe I shouldn't. So I just went with a Repro helmet. It was still kind of expensive, like for just a Repro M1 helmet, which is not much of anything other than this a formed steel pot.
Yeah. Terrible
It was
time to get into
still like,
airsoft, so I guess cosplay's coming out of the woodwork now. New direction for the channel, maybe. You might see some Lezz content doing cosplay in the future, but as far as it being a terrible time into getting into airsoft, I wouldn't. I don't know about that.
well, I mean, it really just depends on where you are because, like, if you just bought a gun before Corona and then you realize that you're in California and you've been in lockdown and stuff for like months and like, dude, shit would suck.
Yeah,
But
I'm in
other
Western
places
New
have been
York,
open
and we've
for
been
a
getting
bunch of
hammered.
time.
Yeah, I mean, there's been plenty of not channels, excuse me, plenty of fields that are open for like a month now. But as far as like getting into airsoft now, yeah, I'd say it's not the best time, obviously. Although when it comes to like solid guns to buy, this is a fucking perfect time, dog. To be honest, like the best time to get into airsoft is like now, just in terms of like being able to get new shit, because I mean guns are constantly improving.
Yeah,
You can
that
get a
be
steel
true,
pot
dog.
helmet for a few bucks at Goodwill. I mean, yeah, it's Goodwill, but people are donating steel pot helmets. Don't know what they're donating.
Yeah, and honestly, I'll be real with y'all. I'm not I used to do a lot of Goodwill hunting, like hunting all the time, and I just don't do that shit anymore. I don't
Yeah.
have the patience. Like, I just went on Amazon, Repro Steel Pot M1 helmet and bought it. Plus, like, I'm looking for something very specific. I needed a Vietnam era steel pot helmet with swivel bales and these green little things on the side. So
Because
I,
God
I
forbid
don't.
you get a post-Vietnam 1970s era steel pot.
No, man.
Actually, I
That's
think they
not,
upgraded after that. But yeah,
it's not accurate to the movie. So
yeah.
that's the problem is you're looking for something very specific that's accurate to the movie. If I wasn't trying to go for approval on this costume, then I just buy anything. It doesn't matter. But cosplay, especially the Star Wars cosplay, is very specific. And if you don't have the right thing, it's not getting in.
Yeah.
So you gotta have the Vietnam era with the swivel bales. And yeah.
Have people been able to use like ATAX for indoor cosplays yet, or no? You know, I'm talking about how ATAX FG is fucking like start like indoor rebel camouflage.
Oh, yeah, forget it. That would never pass as a Star Wars costume. They're so specific about patterns and things. Like all those rebel costumes are handmade.
Ugh,
So, yeah.
gross. Hand making shit.
Yeah, man.
Nah, dog.
Why would anybody do that?
The most handmade shit that I have as far as like gear that I own is like the dremeled out gearbox that I made for my fucking N7 build, so I can install CGS stock into it. That's the most work I've ever put into a gun.
Yeah.
Because I bought an underpowered Dremel and then I got really like frustrated, so I just broke out the jigsaw.
That's how it goes, dude.
Hey man, it doesn't have to be pretty. It just works.
Yeah.
In the words of Todd Howard, it just works.
It just works.
My buddy
dog.
up here was rejected for a Scout Trooper outfit being too weathered. Yeah, sounds about right.
It's too much. There's too much soap in this thing. Yeah. Scout troopers are not really supposed to have that much weathering. I mean, you can have like blaster or whatever carbon scoring and like blaster marks, but you get it too dirty. Yeah, they'll tell you like tone it down, go back, take it down a little bit, and then resubmit. It's pretty strict. The only costumes that are really supposed to get like dirty are the actual ones covered in dirt, like sand troopers, the new mud troopers.
It has to be the correct type of mud, though.
Yeah, I mean, well, it does. If the tone is off, like if you're trying to throw some red dirt onto the mud trooper when it's supposed to be this really dark brown, they'll tell you, nah, it's not right. You know, that's why I have to be like really careful about this one because yes, it can get like generally dirty, but it should have some kind of sand on it because in the movie they're at the beach, like. So if I don't put sand on it, I feel like I'm gonna hear some words, but I'll figure that out. I have sand somewhere around here, but I'm just gonna get it like generally dirty. I have this like really nice dark, I don't know what to call it. It's like cocoa powder, and I'm gonna put that in there, and it doesn't get too dark, but it adds like a nice little effect.
I got you.
He was going with the Endor post battle for the shield. Yeah, I mean, if you look at those scenes, they're all pretty nice, white and crispy, and if anything, you just get a little dirt on yourself. But other than that, those kits were fairly clean.
That's why I'm super excited. Like, having worked with like special operations groups, I'm super excited to start fucking with like the Milsim West impressionists who do like special operations stuff. Like, see if I can start inserting Judy patches into those pictures. Because we gave one to a Delta dude when I was in Syria. And I'm hoping a picture of him pops up with that on his shoulder or something like that.
Hell yeah. Sounds like some hard.
Oh yeah. Well, that's why for keg, it's there's a Bible, but it's very loose in terms of what you can wear. As long as you've got the multicam ACUs, which are like $15 on eBay. Like, you can do, if you already have the gun, you can do the keg kit for like $250-$300.
I would think that the most expensive thing is just sourcing the vest and the pouches.
Dude, the vest, you can get the vest for like $80.
Yeah.
IOTVs are cheap because they're gigantic pieces of shit. Fucking just trash. Just absolute trash. G36, feeling some cosplay color. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a crossover between Milsim and cosplay, because really it is just LARPing in special, pretty prom dresses.
Yeah, well, that's basically how I even got back into Airsoft, because I started playing when I was really young, and then when I met basically my first real girlfriend in college, she wasn't really too hype about my love for Airsoft, so I kind of gave it up for a while and got really into cosplay. I think I just really like dressing up. I mean, even in video games, like my favorite thing is always just the outfits and nonsense. Like in GTA, I'll spend like hours in
Or
the
like in
freaking
Arma
shop.
where we're, waiting to
Oh,
get onto
dude,
a helicopter, and it's just like, hey, look, we're waiting to step off. And she's like, no, I need to get the
Arma's
correct,
the
I need
worst.
to get the correct color. And she's like, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
it's got to be the right uniform. It can't be clipping like the vest or any of the gear. It's got to like look fucking crispy. Um,
I'm
but
just
yeah,
here to
I
shoot
mean,
people in the face, man. That's it.
to me, airsoft is just milsim or military cosplay. Um, that's interactive. It's interactive military cosplay. Like, so that's why I love all this crap.
Nah, I'm good. I'm just here to fuck around with the homies. I'm here for the
Oh, for
homies. That's
sure,
about it.
Doug. That's why you buy all that Gucci gear, because you're here for the homies.
That's for work.
Uh-huh,
That's
uh-huh.
for work, not play.
Keep telling yourself that
Do I need to go get my work helmet out? You fucking poor.
that you wear to airsoft
Bad
too.
call. Never give up hobbies for vagina. You have Lezz's priorities wrong here.
Yeah. I mean, dude, come on. Like when you're young and you finally meet like your first long-term girlfriend, it's lasting like more than a year. You want to maintain that shit. So, plus when you love somebody, you'll make exceptions for them and um yeah, she didn't really like guns, so I had to table that for a while and then whatever. Obviously that didn't work out for reasons, you know. And my current girlfriend doesn't give a crap, so that's what's good.
I just hear excuses. I just hear
Hey man,
exclusively excuses.
it's all I do. It's all everybody does is make excuses. So we
Makes
all
ex-
have excuses.
yeah.
Absolute facts.
It's like when I'm playing Battlefield, like I break out the shit bucket. Like if I'm playing Battlefield 3 and we're on No Shark Canals, you know that Ian is going full sweat, breaking out the Spas 12, breaking out the shit bucket, so I don't have to go to the bathroom, so I can get more kills.
Yeah, man. You gotta do what you gotta do, dog.
Dude, peak performance. I am peak performance, and if you think I'm not rocking that UMP 45, a close range dog, whew. Second fastest time to kill in that game behind the 240 Bravo. Ooh, gross.
Which game?
Battlefield 3.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Oh, you know what? Some of the like dirt that was stuck in the brush is coming out and it's making little stains everywhere. It looks kind of good. I like
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I'm waiting for
Oh, nice
I'm
little
waiting for
stain right
multicam
here.
to show up in a Star Wars movie.
Multicam. Never happened.
What would you say if UCP showed up in a Star Wars movie?
I would stop watching Star Wars. I don't like okay, I can accept the rebels using a lot of like World War II, Vietnam era like stuff because it looks ragtag and it definitely matches the universe. But
What about like the frog skin camo that Marines were using in World War II? Nah.
I don't know. I just don't like. I think Rogue One actually is the biggest, um, like offender in the fact that they use like almost exclusively without much modification at all vintage gear. So like my Rebel Scarif uniform is just an M1 helmet, a Gorka top, regular like ripstop brown. I think they're like true spec pants. It uses a British, I forget what those belts are called. They're like PLS or something like that. It's like just a British World War II belt with like I think like Polish pouches and one French pouch. Like
Oh my god,
there's
it is
not
a
much
Gorka top.
modification. Yeah, it's just a freaking Gorka top. There's no modification to it at all. And in a Vietnam era
M1.
M203 vest, like for grenades.
Oh, that's a good looking vest though, dog.
Dude, I mean, I can bust mine out right now and put it in the background. It's pretty sick. And Or I can just show you guys like what I've done to it. Hold
We
on.
need some Desert Knight camo in the Star Wars universe. You're absolutely right. I would love to see DNC in the fucking Star Wars universe. If you can give me some Tiger Stripe or some Desert Tiger Stripe in the Star Wars universe, I will watch those movies. I still have not seen Solo. Oh.
Okay, so here is the top of the costume. It's all kind of put together already. So you got your sweet Gorka, like just regular old Gorka with a regular old like mesh sniper veil you can buy from like
Like a
any
Viper Veil
freaking.
or Viper Hood or something like that?
No, it's just like one of these mesh. It's like a cotton mesh
Alright.
material for like, covering your face or whatever, draping over your head. That one dude in like Call of Duty like wears it. He drapes it over his entire head.
Sure.
Yeah, whatever. But it was green. I had to dye it black. And then, but this is the vest. Like,
Yeah.
this comes just standard OD green. And I had to dye it black. I had to paint the flaps. I had to paint this area here. All this brown, all this nonsense. But yeah, I mean, there's not much. It's not very complex. You just get old gear and work on it, and boom, you're a fucking Scarif Marine. Done.
Too easy.
I'll just put that back there. So I don't want to deal with it right now.
Dude, one of the most infuriating things that I have noticed relating to tactical gear is that after Rainbow Six Siege started to have a lot of cosplayers, like, there have been shortages on, like, fucking airframe helmets. Like, the Repro
Oh, really?
JC Airsoft airframe helmets from people doing Blackbeard impressions, and same thing with, like, other random gear as well. Like, people started buying, the GL06 from ASG, like the grenade launcher?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have one, don't you?
Yes. No. Yes, I do. Yeah.
People started buying those for Ash cosplays, and it's infuriating because I was about to buy one for
Is that
tagging grenades, out of stock.
Is that a Rainbow Six character?
Yeah, it's a Rainbow Six character.
Yeah. I stopped playing Rainbow Six after
Or not Ash. It's one. It's whoever has the
they
grenade
started to
launcher.
mess it up.
I didn't play Siege that much.
It's all about Rainbow Six Raven Shield.
Rainbow
And then
Six
the only
Vegas
acceptable. Yeah, Vegas 2 is the only next acceptable Rainbow Six.
Well, the upsetting part about Vegas 2 is there's never going to be a Vegas 3 because, one, how much money Siege makes. Like, Ubisoft doesn't want to make another regular Rainbow Six game. And then,
why make Rainbow Six Vegas? Like, why even make story when they know they don't have to?
Well, that's what they've got the fucking Ghost Recon Series for now. They just destroy stuff like Breakpoint and Wildlands, so they can just make hella bread, dog, hella bread.
Yeah, dude.
It's infuriating.
They're so like done. They're never gonna make like any good. Whoops. Any good Rainbow Six stuff again. That IP is like freaking screwed.
Tom Clancy is rolling over in his grave.
Yeah. The Lord Clancy himself would hate what his baby has become. I mean, they even ruined frickin' Splinter Cell, in my opinion. Like, the first couple of games are so good, and then it just... Anytime a game becomes, like, really multiplayer-focused, I feel like it loses touch with its, like, heart and soul. It's sad, man.
It is sad. I mean, I don't know. They've kind of ruined the Tom Clancy IP. What's with the ridges on top of the helmet? Is that just something normal with the helmet, or did you add those on?
I mean, the ridges had to be made. My girlfriend, when she made the cover, you put a little cord in here and you sew it in. That gives you the ridges, and that's like just a Star Wars, that's like one of the iconic Rebel looks of their helmets, is they always have the ridges on top. I don't know who the hell thought of this idea.
Looks like a wrinkled foreskin.
Yeah, but
scrotum, excuse me.
It's weird. I don't know. I don't know how that came into being, but it's always been in the movies, like since
Oh, you got Moose Man in the chat.
oh, Moose Man.
Moose Man, Moose
Make
Boy.
Rainbow Six about counter-terror again.
Dude,
We
it's
feel you,
it's
Moose.
the last good Rainbow Six storyline was in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, because that was counter terror. What they've got going
Yeah.
on now is garbage. It's horseshit. I don't want to
All
fight fucking the Punisher on some random island in the middle of nowhere who's got control of every single drone ever created. Like, no, I don't care.
Fight the Punisher. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I
John
always forget
Bernthal
that.
played the main character, or the main antagonist.
Yeah, I just always forget that Call of Duty Ghost or whatever, not Call of Duty Ghost Recon, Ghost Recon,
Breakpoint.
um, Breakpoint, and what's the other one called?
Well, Wildlands was about fighting
Wildlands.
the cartel
Yeah,
in Bolivia, and that was actually kind of fun.
I keep forgetting that these games freaking exist. I mean, I own Wildlands on 2 systems, and I still like I don't think I've ever even come close to beating them just because like I just lose interest like every single time.
Well, it's just
Like,
do the
dude,
same thing over and over again, basically.
yeah, like the original Call of Duty games, like if we really go back and think about, or Call of Duty, God damn it, the original Ghost Recon games, when we go back and think about them, like they were so story driven and were so dynamic because you could like customize your team and choose your path and execute like um your like entry plans and stuff, and now it's just hot garbage, like where everything's just the same. You're just doing like the same missions like over and over again. The storyline's not really that interesting.
What I loved
It's
about
pretty
Vegas,
lackluster.
what I loved about Vegas too, was like the amount of customization your character had and just how ridiculous you could get. Like, do you remember the face thing that you could do, where you could like scan your face into the game
Yeah.
for Vegas
Yeah,
2?
yeah, yeah, dude.
Like,
I
the
bought
my
the
playthrough,
Xbox camera just for that.
my playthrough where I did that was literally just I used Shrek's face, and then I ended up just getting like the most like it was the Colossus armor or the Titan armor or something. It was like the highest armor rating armor in the game. So I was just an impregnable fortress like Fort Knox, running around with an M249, just tearing people in half, not caring about bullets. Oh,
Oh
it was
yeah.
so good. I don't think you're not gonna see another Rainbow Six with a plot. Like,
No,
Siege
no,
is gonna
no.
continue
Yeah.
to make money until something like Valorant like takes its crown. Because like CS:GO
They
was the
realized that that
Siege
single player
killed
is useless.
CS:GO. Yeah, Siege killed CS:GO, and Siege is gonna get murdered by some other competitive game like Valorant. I don't think Valorant's gonna kill it, but something to that nature is gonna end up killing it. And I mean, it's just oh god, oh my. Because
Yeah,
at least
it's
with
all bad, dude.
CS, like it's super simple in what you can
Yeah, but
do,
even
and
with
there's like a
CS, they're
constant meta.
starting to get like weird. Like it used to just be such a basic game, and now it's like all this microtransactions for skins, and you have to
I
buy
don't give a shit about
keys, and
skins. I don't give a shit about skins. Like, if I'm playing CS, I'm just shooting people in the face with an op. But if I'm playing like, oh, Ready or Not, yeah, Ready or Not looks okay. It's more like it feels more like SWAT, if anything, because SWAT 4 back in the day was gangster.
well,
Um,
this is the game that's supposed to be the spiritual successor, right, to SWAT.
yeah. Have you
Yeah.
seen the gameplay? Oh God.
No,
Oh,
I
it's
mean the
an
only game I've
absolute
been watching is
abomination right now.
I want to try the other one, the Ground Branch or whatever. Isn't that what it's
Ground
called?
Branch.
Yeah, Ground Branch. That one looks sick. It's basically like a SWAT style game. You have like a prep area and you can outfit your guns and change like where attachments are and then
What I'm hoping for is
create like a battle plan.
that Battlefield takes a page out of Call of Duty's books and then remasters some of its like classic games. Like bring back Battlefield 2, bring back like Battlefield like if you can remaster Bad Company 2 and Bad Company 1 and give me the DLC. Oh god, I want a remastered Bad Company 1 and Bad Company 2.
It's never gonna happen. Never give it up.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Insurgency Sandstorm. It's fun.
Played it. not that impressed.
I don't know. It's fun. Like the facing off against the AI is fun. Like those co-op modes. The multiplayer
Yeah.
is it's really really meta driven. I'm not a huge fan of that. I want to be able to just run around with really stupid like weapon combinations and still be able to do okay.
Yeah.
I feel like they
The other
could
thing I
do
like about
another
that game is like you get IDF basically, and
Yeah, I don't
it's,
know. I mean,
it's not
what, like
like
support
it's
call-ins and
different.
shit, and it's you get support call-ins, and it's not like it's a kill streak.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see a remaster of the 2010 Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor
They should
2010 is
just remaster all the original Call of Duty games.
what? Oh, so you can win World War II 6 times over in
Hell
various
yeah.
different people. Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. The storylines in those games were so good.
The only reason why I want to see another like a remaster of Medal of Honor 2010 is for the story alone. Like the multiplayer was all right, but it's nothing special. But the story, like I played Medal of Honor 2010 when I was in high school and I thought it was okay. But when I came back from Afghanistan and played through it again, it was super fucking cool because I recognized a lot of the places like in the game. Because like
Yeah.
the main game takes place in 2001 in Operation Anaconda, and that's all around the Gardez area in Afghanistan. That's actually where I was operating out of when I first got to Afghanistan. It's like, oh shit,
Nice.
I've been on top of that mountain before. That's pretty cool.
I've been there.
Well, it's like when you play Grand Theft Auto. It's like, oh, I know this entire area because I live here.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, hold on, I
Except
wanna move
it's,
this shit to the other side. Ah,
oh,
my headset's getting like stuck because the cord's like way far away.
oh,
So I'll move this
Afghanistan.
over here so it's out of the way. Can put the the topper on here.
What else do you have to do with that helmet?
Um, well, this is not the topper I'm going to be using. I have a new one that's more accurate.
Oh yes,
So I
you
have to
can't be
paint.
farb.
Yeah, I gotta paint that one. This is just like the display one that I kind of did my own thing with. I mean, I could do basically the same detailing and stuff to my other one, but the more accurate color for this is like a dark forest green. The gray wasn't really featured that much, but it's acceptable. Um,
What are
but
the
I
two
want
like
the I
sticks
want
that
the
you have on
green.
the side of it?
Those are death sticks.
It's
They're
like
like
cigarettes.
cigarettes.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
So
it's like a fucking like Marine in Vietnam with a pack of cigarettes in his
yeah,
helmet band.
exactly.
Oh, that's
So you got
amazing.
like this is the cigarette pack. This isn't the proper size though. This is one Mark made for me for the actual death stick. So Disney loves to change the lore consistently a lot of the time. Um, so the original death sticks that were featured in the prequels when um, young Obi-Wan goes into the cantina when they're chasing the frickin' the bounty hunter. I think it's episode 2. Um, I think. And they're like chasing that bounty hunter and they go into the cantina and the guy offers him death sticks and the death sticks are actually like 2-inch mini glow sticks,
Yeah.
the yellow ones specifically. So those fit in here. This is like a little magnetic case. You open it up and there's 3 death sticks, the little mini glow sticks in there sitting in little like holders. But then Disney decided, that was whatever, you know. So then they came up with these metal tubes, which I guess are going to be the death sticks.
Yeah.
And I don't know if these are supposed to be like cases, like how you have a steel cigar case or something, and the death sticks are protected inside this, or if this is in fact like the actual death
George
stick. I
Lucas
don't know
just
how you
doesn't want
smoke it.
kids doing drugs. That's it, kids.
Yeah,
Except based off of
basically.
all of his decisions with
He
the
wants you to do
prequels, he
drugs.
was high as fuck when he was designing that shit. Like,
Yes, this is for Rebel Legion approval. So I'm following their CRL, which they're not. I mean, I'm used to the 501st CRLs, which are a little bit more detailed. And if anyone's wondering, the CRL is the Costume Reference Library. So that gives you all the standards for every single costume.
Oh, it's
So
like
if you
reference
want,
pictures for like an impression group.
yeah, basically, and it tells you exactly like you need an M1 helmet. It's got to be this color. It has to have this kind of cover with so many ridges. It has to, whatever. So it tells you, and you build the costume, and then you submit your photos for approval. And if it's approved, then you can become part of the Rebel Legion. So I'm in the 501st. This is going to be my first costume for the Rebel Legion. The 501st is all the Empire costumes. And I'm doing this one, and I'm also working on a Pilot Luke because it's an easy costume to cheat with, like, as being female. It's easy to wear that costume and be a female. So
How so? What
because
do
you
you
can,
mean?
well, when you be a male character, you have to look masculine. So that costume, I'm doing his Hoth pilot version. It's got a big puffy jacket. His head's covered with like a thermal hood plus the helmet. So all I have to do is throw on that puffy jacket. No one's gonna see anything
So
through that.
you can't have any feminine features.
Yeah, and then the hair can just go up underneath the hood with the
So
helmet and it's
if
gone.
people
So
want to cosplay as like as a female character, do they have to start like going full sneaky on it or no?
I mean, no. I mean, it really depends. Like, there's a lot of the dudes, they'll do like Captain Phasma, which is a female character, but when you're inside the armor, no one's gonna know if you're a female or you're a male. So it's easy. It's an easy Star Wars costume for guys to kind of steal, as we like to say. So, um, yeah. But I mean, if you wanted to do like, I don't know, some dude wanted to be like Padme, like the arena Padme where she's all torn up and wearing a skin tight outfit. Yeah, you'd have to figure out what you're gonna do. Wear a wig, have boobs.
I am waiting
Um,
for a dude to do Slave Leia.
but I mean, dudes do Slave Leia all the time. They're just not approved
But
because
it's entertaining,
it's a
I'm assuming.
yeah, it's a hard costume. But I have a good. Let's see if I can even throw this up here. I
Is
have
it
a good
Slave
picture
Leia?
with two dude slave Leias.
Send it to me. Do not put it on stream.
No?
No.
Why?
Twitch
It's
terms
on
of
my
service.
Instagram. Oh my God, dude. It's fine.
Kaylee. Don't do it, Kaylee.
I'm looking for it.
Don't do it, Kaylee.
Oh, I'll do it. I'll do it. Let me see.
Lezztrooper.
Same with Boosh, yeah. You can easily do Boosh as a male and no one would know. Like pretty much any costume where you're covered up.
Well, there's a total of like 14 women in total in the Star Wars universe, so I'm assuming it's not that hard to. There's not a whole lot of options really to go as a female.
No. But there's nothing that says that females can't be Scarif Marines, so I think I'll be the first if I get it approved. I
Oh.
don't think there's any other female
Oh,
Scarif
I thought you were about
Marines.
to list
So
off like, oh yes, this is Scarif Marine number 46 in the end credits.
no. Oh shit, my phone's about to die. Let me steal the power cable here so I can send you this post.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, here it is. All right, let me send it to you on the Instagrams.
Oh Jesus.
You can just see like how entertained I am. I'm so happy that I had found these two guys.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's something, all right.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's missing out. I'm sorry. I wish I could show you guys, but Ian's too afraid to get his nuts in a vice from Twitch.
That's what they do. They put my nuts in a vice.
This table moves so much.
That reminds me, how much am I getting from my... Is Spreadshirt going to give me more money this month? Yeah, there we go. It is good day for Sergey.
Guess I could start busting out a little bit of this powder.
Start busting everywhere.
The only thing I don't like about this powder is it frickin' dusts up like crazy. So I have to be really frickin' gentle, or else it's just gonna be all up in my face.
Touch me hard.
So you might see me focusing very hard right now while I pour this in.
Oh my god.
So, oh shit, almost knocked it over. That would have been very bad.
How fine is that powder?
It's extremely fine. I did the weathering on my pants in the bathroom, and it took me about, I think, 2 days to air out my bathroom of the powder.
Oh, that's not good.
And it got literally everywhere. It got all over the floor. It was all over the walls. It was just everywhere. So it just like got taken away by...
Put some happy little dust marks on the helmet there. Happy little trees.
Got taken away by the wind, and that was the end of that. We're going to throw a little bit of this gray in there. Just to lighten it up. Just a little bit.
Spots. Dude, I'm tired. Oh my god. Takes me 2 days to air out my bathroom. But thank you, Jeff. It's good to know that you are just devastating your bathroom every time you go into it. Once again, this podcast is... No, this isn't a podcast, but our podcasts are sponsored by Jeff Smith, gracious donator of liquor. Contributes to our liquor problem. Hobby, excuse me. She's not very good at it, but doesn't matter. Moose Man is coming in hard.
She's not very good at it, but it doesn't matter. Good at what?
I'm assuming this.
What are you trying to say? Weathering?
Apparently.
Damn.
Damn.
Didn't know Moose Man was such a expert.
Such a savage.
At weathering costumes.
Oh yeah. Oh, that picture. That's just glorious. Thank you, but I think my sponsorship must be over by now. No, that was some great liquor. No, it's your sponsorship continues into the future. Forward unto dawn. Okay.
More Bob Ross. Oh. He's just quoting Bob Ross like a gangster.
Like a Chad.
Like a big dick Chad.
Oh Jesus.
Wait, what? I sent some vodka and local coffee for Lezz to have some espresso.
Yeah.
Martinis. Where's my shit, Ian?
Unfortunately, he sent it to Eric, and you're gonna have to come get it, or we'll bring it with us to whatever event you show up to.
Or you guys can, spend frickin' a couple of bucks to send it over to me. And stop being frickin' lazy douchebags.
New York liquor shipping laws. Winery has 36 cases per year personal use.
I think I should use a finer brush. I don't know. But I kind of just want to throw this on while it's wet. So let's see, let's just try. We'll just try this. Kind of throw a little bit of this dirt into these crevices here. See what happens. Maybe it'll be completely screwed up. Maybe it won't. I'll turn it this way so you guys can sort of see. I'm just going to dab it in here, I think. Kind of spread it in.
Unfortunately, we are not licensed alcohol shippers, unlike Jeff Smith.
Damn. Okay, that's not bad.
Jeff.
I'm gonna say that's not too bad.
That is top tier. Oh my god, that is
What did he
excellent.
say?
He lied to the post office guy and said he was sending sex lube.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. There it is,
See?
champ.
That's a guy with some smarts, you know.
That's
Okay,
that's something.
I think the move is to get a little bit of dust onto here and just kind of spread it in. That's the move, yeah. So that kind of makes it look like it's kind of gotten dirty, and then I've rubbed it off.
What's the name of the steel in the Mandalorian? Beskar, right?
Beskar.
Beskar steel. That's literally just
It is
Damascus
the sex
steel.
lube. I mean, no.
It's
Doesn't have Damascus elements at all. You mean the ingots?
yeah.
Yeah, the ingots are just Damascus like looking
yeah.
steel, but
Or literally
one's-
whatever metal that they decided to finish in an interesting way.
yeah, it's just a steel that they probably like
That
laser
or
etched or
leather,
something.
leather or whatever. Yeah, seems like I need to get my hands on some and melt it down into Mandalorian armor.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Do that.
You do that, dog. For sure.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, for sure, dog. Yes, 666666666.
He stopped asking questions. I love that. I kind of want like a. I'm gonna get a rag. Hold on.
Oh man. Ian's tired. We're probably gonna call the stream in like half an hour or so. That's the idea, at least. We might play some video games afterwards. I have no idea. Ian might just end up going to bed.
I have the very dirty ass rag that I use for doing this powder,
Yeah.
and I think it'll just be good if I just rub it on the frickin' helmet. Honestly. Yeah, dude.
Moose, I am absolutely not playing Arma tonight. I am far too tired to lead you morons into battle.
Lead men or people trying to be like men.
Yeah, like you.
Yeah.
Mandalorian
Really
Mercs
just
costume club on tip.
I'm really just a scrub.
I'm not actually
happened?
looking to make Mandalorian armor. That's far too much work. Thank you, Moose.
What do you say?
GFR.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no, I have no intention of actually making like Mandalorian armor. It'd be cool to have, but I wouldn't do anything with it really. I'm calling CPS. You're an adult man. Oh, that I gotta rewatch Step Brothers.
Yeah, dude. Good movie.
It's the best. People are already packing for this event that's going to be happening in 2 weeks. If you think I'm not packing the night before, then you're out of your mind.
You are gonna pack the night before?
Oh, I always do.
Yeah. It's looking pretty dirty on that side. I'll flip it around. You guys can see in a minute. Trying to do not so much right now because don't want to go crazy yet. It's always better, little by little, always the best. Got a little bit crazy on the back, but figure that out.
Did we tell you who the guest is gonna be for the 9th on the podcast for July 9th?
Acacia?
What was that?
The Acacia strain dude?
Yeah, Tom Smith Jr. from the Acacia strain.
Yep.
It's gonna be
I was
gangster.
there in the chat. I don't really listen to metal music.
No,
The
you better
devil's
start-
music.
Oh, the devil's music, yeah.
Yeah.
It's an abomination against God.
Okay, I see it's getting pretty freaking dirty on the back there. It's looking pretty cool.
Oh, aren't you special?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
This is the most engaging content I'm sure these people have ever seen. That's how we're somehow retaining 10 plus viewers on YouTube.
Pretty insane, dude.
Hold that closer to the camera, says Jeff Smith.
There we go.
Let's see it. Yeah, man. Look at that gross shit.
You can see it's starting to collect it up in there, into those ridges where dirt would probably fall and
Some
collect, and
rebel
would be
skull
hard to-
dragging. Yeah,
yeah, it would be hard to rub off.
hard to rub out.
Yes, Ian. So edgy.
Oh, I'm unlisting this as soon as it ends on YouTube.
Why, you don't want people to see how amazing you are?
It's less of that and more so like I don't want to clog up the channel with random live stream content.
Oh, I see how it is, dog.
No, this is great content that you're creating, but it's more so that, you know, it's an Airsoft.
Yeah, I can
channel.
always post it up on my channel.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You
I'll
got
send you the
all
link so you
you-
can download it and you can put it on
Yeah.
your channel.
all you heathens can go watch it there.
Yeah. Yeah, one of those vests, the 203 vests, would be awesome for tag-ins.
Yeah, actually, you know, I tried it. They fit perfectly in. And for a while, I was like, well, maybe I'll just buy a bunch of the dummy tag-ins and throw those in there. Yeah, it would be expensive, but it would be
What, the-
cool.
What are they called? Peckers or something like that?
Yeah, because I would need like 24 of them or 26. Won't be too bad. Have I tried coffee? Yeah, that's what's in this cup right now. So that was what went on the helmet first. That's why it looks... Before it was really, really light tan. Now it looks a little bit darker.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's going to still lighten up when it dries. But so far, looks pretty decent. I'm going to add a little bit more dirt kind of haphazardly to this side. So some random splotches and things.
Replica 40mm grenades. You can get replicas for like $25.
Yeah, but how many? Just one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't fill 26 pouches with $25 replicas.
Yeah. Now you just gotta buy a
That's dumb.
46-pound replica Mark 19.
Now, I'll probably buy the tag-ins and then just, like,
Ooh.
just, get the, like, paint them or something. Paint them red. They're supposed to have this, like, red look
Yeah.
on the top. And, work out pretty well. I might just, like, start to just, like, here's a really dirty side, so I might just start to do this onto it, kind of.
Inert Products sells a replica 84mm Carl Gustav. Are you kidding me?
Move this coffee. Do they really?
Yeah, they do.
Jesus Christ.
And it comes with shells. I can get a replica SA7. Are you kidding me? Ooh. Woo. Replica MP5s. I mean, all that's like, you can just get that as Airsoft shit, but... Dog, if you don't think I'm getting that replica SA7 so I can pretend to shoot down... I'm just going to... I'm not going to keep talking, because I'm not trying to get arrested by the ATF. For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Oh, for sure, dog.
But if you think I'm not going to buy one of those 84mm Carl Gustavs for Airsoft shit... Oh, dog.
You wrong.
You are absolutely incorrect. I'm probably not going to, because that's $1,500. Oh, I get tired. Christ.
Say, it's starting to look pretty damn good, dog. Okay. So, I can show you guys again. Here's the side, just dirtied up. You can see it's got a little coffee stain. It's got the dirt on there. Focused on the buttonhole a little bit.
I have demilled bazookas, AT4s. So getting a demilled AT4 or like a used AT4 isn't super difficult. Like, they're just all over the fucking place. I've got a buddy who's got a demilled law rocket, like one of the M72s. And that thing is really fun to chug beer through. But as far as like a Carl Gustav goes, that's going to kind of fall into the same category as like a bazooka or an RPG. Just like, because it's a reusable launcher, it's going to be generally more expensive, and it has to be demilled, or it has to be a replica of. And to my knowledge, no one makes like an Airsoft version of a Carl G. So that's going to be kind of hard to get, except from those Inert Products guys. And $1,500 is a little bit pricey, especially because I'm not looking for the like M2 version of it. The M3, the M4 version of it, or the Block 4, I guess you could say, came out very recently, and it's like made out of mostly titanium, and it's a way lighter, more modular version of the Carl G that has a lot more modularity.
Carl Jess.
Yeah, dude, the Carl G is a fucking hilarious rocket. It's not even a rocket launcher; it's a recoilless rifle. It's been in service since like 1945 or something crazy. You see them a lot in like SOF, like combat footage videos, just because they are absolutely nasty pieces of equipment. There's some nasty business, and I really, really want an Airsoft version of it.
Some nasty business.
84mm tag, absolutely. If they made an 84mm tag and launcher, I would buy it immediately. Just dropping like mortar-sized rounds on people's heads with a tag. And, oh, you would kill somebody with that thing, though. That'd be so dangerous. Strike Art made the wait for Lezz to start shitting on Strike Art.
How long does the conversation have to go until Strike Art is mentioned?
I mean, it's been an hour 25, so
I need to have a timer.
Yeah. Well, Strike Art, recoil shocks, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, leave it to the Russians to do it. Yeah, no, the Russians, aka Strike Art, came out with a bunch of rocket launchers that essentially fire like, it's basically fireworks or model rockets that are activated by a glow plug. Or like an electrical connection. It's
extremely dangerous.
It's not extremely dangerous. It's just kind of dangerous.
Just mildly dangerous to all people operating it.
Well, one, don't stand behind it so you don't get blasted with backblast, and don't aim it at people. Aim it near people or at the
Oh,
vehicle
for
that they're
sure,
driving.
dog.
Listen, if somebody brings a technical and they don't expect to get hit by a rocket, they're not living. Now, if you just so happen to accidentally just thud some dude right in the chest with a rocket, he might have a bad day. Is he gonna survive? Absolutely. He should be wearing iPro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like my idea for for like a essentially like a giant potato gun, but instead of firing potatoes, it fires like 1 pound bags of flour, and just run that in an
Jesus
airsoft event.
Christ.
Start just giving in people's sternums and painting them white. Oh, it'd be so good. If you can get me like one of those like SPG 9, I think it's like a 84 millimeter recoilless rifle that the Russians put on like tripods to like take out like in placed positions and like tanks and shit. Oh my god. Throw a tag into the one of those and start launching it at like 500 feet per second.
Oh, for sure.
Well, you throw a fate in there and you can effectively recreate like indirect fire. Because,
Yeah,
I mean, a fate is what, like a 4.5 to 6.5 second fuse?
something like that.
You
It's
can probably, you
adjustable
can
depending on
probably,
what you buy.
exactly, you can hurl one of those, probably 300 yards with an SPG 9 at a truly obscene, muzzle velocity.
Yeah,
Getting full auto point blank is bad enough. Just don't get full auto. Just don't be bad. Don't get full auto point blank.
yeah. Pretty much don't be bad. Don't stand in the way of oncoming,
Just incoming ordnance.
yeah, incoming ordnance.
Like 4.5 or impact, whichever comes first. Well, I feel like it'd be impact based off of the speed at which that thing is leaving the barrel. Hell yeah, dude! I want an SPG 9. I'm excited for the tag-in mortars. And everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, it's so dangerous," or "Oh, it's gonna be so expensive." Listen, I want to drop some fucking mortars on somebody's head. You hear me, dog?
Listen, stop being poor.
Now, if I can just be like at an MSW event and like chilling out with Garrett just outside of a, NATO PB at like 3:30 in the morning, just dropping rounds on them and waking everybody up and then scurrying away into the night, just be mwah.
That would be the life.
500-pound airdrop tag and right. Yeah, dude. Just someone get me a Airsoft F4 Phantom, and we can start dropping 500-pound laser guided tag-in rounds. Got a multi-range tube and some Fate and Reaper rounds. Hell yeah, dude.
Boys, I think we're getting close here.
We are getting close, dog. No, absolutely. Those Fates and Reapers are nasty. They are some nasty business. Having seen Garrett just club people at 200 yards with them. Oh, don't feel bad running a 203. 203s are awesome. I wanted to get a GP25 for the longest time, but the only problem is I'd have to run it on an AK. Like, there's no standalone chassis for it.
No, yeah. Kind of whack.
Versus the 320. What's the range on the tag and indirect rounds? So, like, the mortars or the Fates and the Reapers and shit? Because I know that the longest, it was either a Fate or a Reaper, I don't remember, but Garrett hit a 212-yard shot, basically airbursted the round over a squad of guys. Mortar, I don't know. I will have to ask Mark from Tag In on the 20th when we do that podcast with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So
I mean,
tune into that if you want to know.
I'm assuming if you can get like 250 yards out of a mortar, that is perfectly usable. I'm assuming those rounds are going to be so expensive, though. Like, that's going to be a multi-person endeavor. If we end up getting a mortar, it's going to be like me, Kyle, Garrett, and Yakovino just chipping in for mortar rounds. And I'll be running that mortar squad and screaming at Garrett to hang it, fire. Oof. Ooh, dog. 150 for the normal. They say 150 for the normal 40 millimeter launchers, but you can stretch that farther than that. You just need to have an eye for sending explosives downrange of people like Garrett does.
Oh, dog, dude.
Oh,
Oh, dog.
what
All
is it
right.
pretty?
So, yeah, I mean,
Let's see the final
it's
product.
beautiful. So it's still wet. Obviously, it's gonna get a little bit lighter
Still
than
wet.
this. But let me see if I can pick this up. It's quite heavy. So, yep,
Oh yeah, there you go.
pretty dirty. Maybe I need to work a little bit more on the brim, add some more dirt onto the brim, but
Those are some nice death sticks you got there.
yeah,
Some nice scrotum wrinkles you got on the top of the helmet.
I think it looks pretty, what do they call that? In canon or?
It's pretty good. I don't. You're the cosplayer here. I don't know what the fuck they call it. You can eyeball the arc and accountable for twist. 200. Oh yeah, 200 meters is doable. I mean, I've seen it in person and it is nasty. Demonstrators were throwing pea grenades at the cops. That's not good.
Way to ruin airsoft for everybody very
Way
quickly.
to ruin airsoft, guys. That made me think that I need to buy them up for their band. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing restrictions coming in on stuff like pea grenades and tag-ins and shit.
Nope.
I'm waiting for some random protest. Oh god, I really hope no one gets their hands on an ML36. How to get arrested by the police. Doing that. Dude, if you want to get sent to federal prison for assaulting an officer, and I'm not going to weigh in on the politics of all this because this isn't a political channel, but you absolutely should not do that. That is a terrible idea.
Terrible. Probably the worst idea, honestly.
Worst idea, other than showing up in your full kit in public.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to go and protest, whatever, let's just keep violence out of it, you know?
Yeah. Cops will... Oh, they will absolutely shoot you.
Yeah.
Like, there's
I mean, anything that shoots a projectile, they're gonna fucking freak out.
Don't go out on Halloween in your, Did they say I haven't seen that Pathfinder. They started selling it. Oh, for the TMGBBR? I haven't seen that, no. You're talking about the MWS, right? But yeah, don't, like, during Halloween, there's a reason why we say don't go out, like, with your fucking BB Wars guns.
Yeah, it's just a bad idea, man.
It's not a good idea, dog. Not a good idea.
Bad idea.
Thank you, Moose.
What happened?
He's making the memes.
Oh. Does the memes.
Yeah.
He is Moose and he does the memes.
But yeah, no, as far as, I've never heard of the, TMGBBR HPA lower. That sounds really cool. Oh, it's a clone of the alien gun.
What? Oh, the machine gun from Alien or whatever?
No. Alien is in the,
Oh, Alien. You're
yeah,
like actually saying Alien. I thought you were like just your
It was
brain
something that was done a while
retarded
ago.
out.
Yeah, it was something that was done a while ago, where some dude essentially created like an adapter for AEG magazines to go into gas blowback guns, and it was essentially tapping like an HPA tank or HPA source to power the gun itself.
Okay. Cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to call this a 10?
Sure. I'm
Okay.
almost done here.
Oh, TM had it at Airsoft Con? That's pretty cool. I mean, I'm assuming you're probably going to see a press release from TM whenever that comes out. Because there's a lot of people who are super into their MWSs. I've heard really good things about them personally. I've never used one. From what I understand, when it comes to pure performance out of a gas blowback, the MWS is kind of the way to go. Yeah, dude, that's going to be like a $2,000 setup between the gun, the lower, and the MWS. And the HP shit that has to go with it. Yeah, just dump the 1700 for the Mark 48. Absolutely not. That is, if you're gonna spend that much money on a like a LMG, just go with an HPA setup. Like the I know Alphonse uses like an A&K Mark 46. Also, it wasn't a Mark 48; it was a Mark 46. I'm pretty sure Moose, but he had like a conversion kit for a Mark 48, which is super cool. It's not my speed. If you want to run like an LMG with HPA, you know, all the power to you. I'm not much of an LMG guy myself, but you know, I say that as I have an M60 sitting in the other room. That's just because the M60 is gangster, and I love the M60.
Mhm.
Yeah. Lezz, why don't you own any LMGs?
'Cause I'm too small.
How much does your SEMA AK weigh?
I don't know, maybe like 10 pounds or so.
Yeah, you can run a stoner for that weight.
Move this away here.
You gotta get yourself a stoner 63, dog.
Yeah, dude. I'll get right on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Cybergun
We're
has a new
going over
version.
to
Oh,
Yemen.
the featherweight M249. Ugh, gross.
Moose just got one.
Gross. Not a fan.
It's probably like, why did you out me, Lezz?
I mean, when you make decisions that poor, it's worth being bullied over. You traded an M60 for a featherweight 249? Just get out. Get out right now. That is an abomination of a trade. Was the original M60, like the Vietnam era M60, or was it the Mark 43? Oh, you traded M60E4 for that? Ah, oh, was it A&K or was it, what was it? Tell me it was A&K. Tell me it wasn't like Inakatsu or any of the other really good ones, or VFC. Dear God. Oh my God, if you found an Inakatsu like Mark 43 in the US, I would buy it immediately. Those things are so hot. They made the mag, which has like the A&K. It's nothing huge. I've got one too. But Inakatsu, they made like a $2,200 FN mag, which is like the OG version of the 240, with like a wooden stock and all of just the Gucci-ness that you could possibly want. That's like my dream gun, even though it's like a 23-pound gun. But they only made like 50 of them or something. Oh God, it's so sad.
So sad.
Had an HPA system in it. Oh man, did you buy? Is it at least an HPA 249, or did you just buy the stock one? Because it's like a $220 gun, dude. Evic was trying to just get rid of them a while ago because they were throwing all of them into the box of awesomeness.
Why'd they do this?
I mean, the box of awesomeness is a pretty cool thing. Like, they've got a couple of really enticing
Is
products. I mean, they've got a couple of really enticing products in it, and then, like, 95% just dead stock and patches.
Yeah. It's bad. I'm not a huge fan of that box of awesomeness thing. I
The
think
way I
that
look
most
at
of
it
the time
is,
you just get the shaft.
my thing is, if you're not willing to get the shittiest thing on there, then there's no point in buying it.
Yeah, okay. That's a good
But if
way
you're
to look
willing
at
to
it.
if you're willing to just settle for like the worst possible thing on there, and you're like, yeah, this is a decent investment of like $160, then sure, go for it. Actually, how much is
We're
the
done,
BOA?
boys.
You're done?
I think so.
Box of awesomeness.
Clean up here. Hold up.
Yeah, it's like $160. And like the coolest things it came with, because obviously they're gonna have the Chrono Blaster on it, which is like the alien gun. It's either that or the Halo gun. I can't remember. KWA Chris Vector, which they have in stock somewhere. A 1919, and one of their stupid 6mm Pro Shop like fucking Ace in the Hole guns. Cybergun Desert Eagles. Literally nothing on here that's worth getting. Yeah, I guess the Ares LMG isn't too bad. 240. Mark 43 is worth. Yeah, because 90% of the stuff you're going to end up getting, instead of like, the LMGs or the SR-25s, you're probably going to end up with like this S&T PPSH or, some random Swordfish MP5, which is probably SEMA base. Yeah, most of this is just dead stock. Because I can guarantee you they have more Sterlings than they're actually selling. Although a Sterling would be pretty sick to have, I'm not going to lie. Oh god, all this is hideous. Yeah, exactly. You should really only buy things that you want. Alright, take it easy, Dan. You have a nice night.
Okay. Alright, so should I bust out the final? Let's do one final,
Final
look
product.
here.
Yeah, let's see it, man.
Let's bring the camera a little bit closer. Bring it more straight on so I can hold it up. So it's still gotta dry. It's probably be a little bit lighter than this, but let's move these bales down. But yeah,
Limited
here it is.
edition Matrix MG42, which is the biggest piece of shit. Ugh. Gross. It's a pretty sick helmet, man.
Plastics. Around. It's kind of got off center a little bit, but that's okay. I was working on it.
When are you adding an NVG shroud to it?
Already, a little dirt on the top of
You
it.
gotta start adding. When are you adding arc rails to it for some Peltors?
Never. I can take away this dirty base here. I'll put this down, nice clean thing for it to dry.
M1 helmet weight is it's not that bad. 2.8 pounds.
No, it's not that bad. When I put it on, I was like, okay, I can deal with this. Even though a lot of the guys were like, if you value anything about your life, you won't opt for a full steel helmet. And I was just like, that sounds like a bunch of scrub talk to me.
That's 2.8 pounds.
Oh.
All I hear is whining and complaining.
Yep. So there you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, the helmet is a steel pot. It is quite heavy.
2.8 pounds.
You can hear it, I think. Can you hear that? It's pretty freaking...
Almost like it's made of steel.
There's the liner, but yeah, it's steel. The liner is some shitty plastic from China, I'm sure.
Almost certainly.
Yeah. So, yeah. We're on a
Goodness.
roller coaster. No, it's steel, dude. Look, wait, here we go. Here's the ultimate test. Always. This is
Are
how
you
we
gonna
do it
shoot
in
it?
Airsoft. This is how we do it in real life. There you
Oh, I
go.
thought you were about to break out a
Mag
9 and just shoot it on stream.
No. It's steel. If it wasn't, so it was some shitty metal, it wouldn't be magnetic.
Could be like a weird steel zinc alloy.
Could.
It's Zamac, like a high point slide. Alright, y'all.
There you go. Now you know I'm not some scrub wearing bullshit plastic on my head.
Dude, you know it. Anyway,
All right.
it's been real.
Yeah.
Gunny Gamers, I was about to say Gunny Gamers Podcast. No, yeah, you might see some more content like this in the future. Just fucking around and watching Lezz do interesting cosplay related shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Stay tuned, and maybe you'll see me do more garbage like this. If anyone finds it interesting, leave a comment or whatever. Yeah, it was cool, and I'll do more of it.
Oh,
So,
yeah, for sure. No, I'll probably
yeah.
have this up until tomorrow, and then I'll delist it, and then Lezz will put it back up on her channel.
Yeah.
But yeah, go subscribe to Lezz's channel. It's literally just Lezztrooper on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
Alright, take it easy, y'all.
Peace, y'all.